Hello. So this is an extremely short introductory video on genetics, and before I can even start talking about genetics, I need you to meet certain somebody who's really special. I want you to meet a very special monk. M-O-N-K monk, yeah. No, not all monk. I mean, there can be monks who are special, but not all monks. I know it's a bad joke. I know, trust me. So, not a monk, but the monk named Mendel. Why is this monk special? Well, you'll get to know that in a short time. Mendel, like any other monk, he lived in a monastery and he did other things that monks are supposed to do. But there was one thing that Mendel had which made him so very different from everybody else who was there. Well, Mendel was a monk with extreme curiosity. He had a lot of questions in his brain. He wanted to know a lot of things. And one of the things that bothered him the most was that why do babies look similar to their parents but not exactly the same? They're similar but not the same. Right? Why does that happen? And what decides how similar or how different would they look compared to their parents or to the generations even before that? And he tried to look into literature that was available in his time to find out the answers, but he couldn't find any. Why? Why? Not because he's gonna give rise to the exact branch of biology that deals with this. No kidding, no kidding. He's gonna be doing that, and we're gonna join Mendel in this quest for knowledge. How did Mendel do it? Well, he did it by doing something that he absolutely loved doing. And we're gonna be doing the same with them. We're gonna be growing plants. We're growing pea plants along with Mendel to find out the answers of how traits are inherited from one generation to the other and draw some really concrete conclusions. But for that, I need to take you to this PowerPoint presentation that I prepared because there are things that are better understood not by looking at my face, but by looking at these pictures and graphics that would help you use your imagination muscles even stronger so you can be with Mendel while he does all these amazing experiments and comes to really awesome conclusions. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's join Mendel, alright? Here's Mendel doing something that he often does, wondering. But this time, it looks like he's got an idea. And according to Mendel's plan, we're going to be growing some plants. Pea plants to be particular. Why peas? Well, there's a lot of reasons. But the major reason is that pea plant has a lot of contrasting characters, and these characters are easily observable, so we can trace down how these are transferred from parent pea plants to the baby pea plants. And these are the 7 characters that Mendel took for his studies, and I want you to pause the video here and take a screenshot or write it down. Well, I would write it down, but then I'm old school, so I don't know. Your call. And for the sake of this particular video, we are going to be focusing on only one of these traits, which is the flower color. Well, there are 2 kinds of pea plants. Plants that have purple flowers and plants that have white flowers. And we're going to be seeing how these plants, how the trait containing purple flowers or the trait containing white flowers are transferred. But are we going to take any pea plant? We're going to be needing something which is called true breeding lines. Now, what is that? These true breeding lines are the plant lines that have been self-fertilized for a lot of generations and they have shown same stable characters. So when we talk about true breeding purple flower lines, these would be the pea plants that have had purple flowers for a lot of generations that they have been growing for. Alright, so now that we know what we're going to do, let's get started. Here we are in Mendel's garden. Hi Mendel. Looks like he's already started working on it. And look at him figuring out who the mommy plant and the daddy plant is going to be. So, now that we have a mommy and daddy, let's make a cross. When a purple female plant was crossed with a purple male flower, in that one generation what we got is that all the flowers were purple. All purple? Wait, what? Shouldn't they be mixed? Shouldn't they be somewhere between purple and white? Or maybe half purple or half white? What is happening? Well, Mendel wanted to know the same. And so did the daddy pea plant. What would Mendel do now? Well, in order to find out the answer, what Mendel did was that he took plants from F1 generation and he crossed them, or he did self-crossing. And after doing that, what he obtained was that in 1/4 of the plant, the flower color was white. White? Again? How? Well, Mendel is wondering the same. How did the white flower appear out of two purple flowers? Here's Mendel and the boys figuring out what just happened. Will Mendel find out the answer to this? Well, because of time constraints, I'm gonna have to pause the video here, but here's a short hint for you. So I'll see you in the next video. Until the next time, peace.